Hey, I'm Darrian P. Mack.
And I'm Nicky, and this is Notification Squad
on the Leaderboard. So this is a show where we talk about games, respond to your comments on our videos from the week, and the most important fact of all, we give out prizes. So you're going to want to stay tuned through the entire show for your chance to win.
So what are we talking about today?
So, you know, we had a long 4th of July weekend. I hope everybody had a really good 4th of July. And I, like probably everyone else in the office, was just playing games. I spent a lot of the weekend playing games. We had an interesting conversation in the office about controllers.
Yes.
You know, I happen to be a PlayStation fan, but we've got a couple controllers here on the table. You know, these are modern controllers. We got an Xbox, we've got a Nintendo Switch with the Joy-Cons docked to the little controller thing, and then we've also got a PlayStation 4 controller. But these are kind of just representative of the games that we play here at the office. But Nicky, what do you think?
You want me to start?
I want you to start. I want you to tell us, what is your favorite controller?
See, it's interesting because I already know your pick, but what I was mentioning...
Oh yeah, and you didn't even tell me. You were not going to tell me what your pick was, so I'm finding out with everybody else what Nicky's favorite controller is.
I just had to go off of the controller I had the most of, and that's GameCube. I personally love the GameCube controller, not just because for Smash Brothers, but think about this. What other controller from one console went on to the next 2 consoles? It went to Wii, it had GameCube controller ports, and then Wii U, they had the adapter, and it's still going strong. I don't know if it's gonna make it to Switch, but if there's another Smash, we'll see. And I just love it. I have played so many GameCube controllers. I've seen so many where the joystick is all broken and torn. I am so fond of my Orange Spice GameCube controllers, and they're all in like premium condition. When I play games with them, I say you can't use this one. You have to use the black or the silver or the purple. The orange one is mine.
I think you brought up something which is interesting. You said what controller has been ported to different consoles consistently, and I would argue
that's why I said it.
I know. The PlayStation controller has been around since PlayStation launched in 1996. Yeah. And the design has relatively remained the same.
Yeah, it's been
pretty consistent. I mean, you've added a couple buttons here and there. You've added the DualShock controllers with the analog joysticks on the bottom.
It's been faithful.
It's been faithful to the design. And even when PlayStation tried to change it with the PlayStation 3, they had the little boomerang. I don't know if anybody remembers that. And the fans were outraged at the idea. Now, looking back at it in hindsight, I think those controls would have been really cool, but the idea that the PlayStation has remained consistent to the design, you don't have to guess where the buttons are. You know where everything is as soon as you pick up the controller. So I think it makes it easier for you to just play from platform to platform, from generation to generation, knowing that the configuration is pretty much the same.
And you can make the same argument what you're saying about PlayStation for Xbox. Like, if I had to give an honorable mention, I would say the Xbox One controller does feel great if you ever held an Elite controller where you can like switch out the joysticks. Oh, it is so great. I only held it, you know, and it felt right, you know, and not the Xbox One controller, but the first Xbox controller, that big beefy one, it kind of felt like you were holding a steering wheel. I actually like that one.
I just thought it looked really big and clunky and was difficult to play with. Like I've played Xbox, you know, I actually play Overwatch on the Xbox, but it's just, I mean, when you look at this controller, it's got some weight to it, and it's a great controller. Like, I'm not putting on any hate against the Xbox controller. It's a great controller, but this is just, it's faithful. It's only gotten better with each generation. Like, it's added a little bit more space between the buttons and the D-pad. You've got this little thing here, the little mouse trackball that I actually end up using in different games. I was playing Until Dawn over the weekend, and that was one of the features you could use. You've got motion sensors now with it. Like, it's just a solid piece of equipment.
That's
all I'm saying.
That's true. One thing I must point out, like, you had GameCube, you have even the Joy-Cons and the Xbox One. Because you picked PS4, are you pro having the joysticks like next to each other like this?
For me, it's just logical. It's just it's just logical to go from, okay, buttons, sticks, buttons, sticks. Like it's the symmetry. Yeah. You know, if we think about like the first controller for a Nintendo NES, it was perfectly symmetrical, right? Like, you got your D-pad, you got your A and your B button, and it just worked. And I think when you look at even the Xbox, or you look at the GameCube controller you were talking about before, when you first look at it, it's like, I'm not sure what the logic here is. Like even when we look at the Switch, like the buttons, this is awkward. Number one, the way that the controls are configured, but like you've got to go up and down. I'm not sure what's the directional buttons. Like it just, and you can get used to it. Like anything, you can get used to playing any game and adjust to any system. But it's just perfect. It just makes sense since the beginning. Okay. All right.
And you guys in the comments, please let us know what is your favorite console controller, even handheld.
Yeah,
Do you like the
handheld.
Game Boy, the DS, the PSP? Let us know what is your favorite controller.
What was your favorite mobile game system?
Tyco, those like one game, like battery operated handhelds, like Street Fighter, and it's like if you want to play another game, you have to get another system. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or Tiger games. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Tiger. Okay. Yeah.
I like those.
Game Gear.
I was, thank you, Jesse, one of our producers in the back. I was a big fan of the Game Gear, like super big fan, and the Game Boy Color.
If you watched the movie Surf Ninjas, who wasn't a fan of Game Gear? Anyone? Am I the only one? Really?
Hey guys, if you want to continue the conversation, make sure you leave us a comment down below, or check out our Discord, the Leaderboard fam, where we talk about games and things of that nature, and that link is in the description.
And also give us a call at 347-948-6271 and leave us a voicemail. Let us know what your favorite horror game is, or just let us know anything. What do you want us to talk about?
What do you want us to talk about?
Controllers, favorite kind of games.
Indie versus AAA games, that might be. Ooh,
we just saved that one.
Yeah. All right. Also, love to shout out the folks on our Discord service. Discord's been popping lately. We've got Fighting Frog, who's in there a lot. No 5 Yuki. I know I'm saying your name wrong, but there's a 5 in it, so I'm just gonna go with that.
Eddie Sins.
Bobby, oh yeah, we got Bobby. Bobby's great. So yeah, love your contributions to the Discord. Keep bringing them, and love to have more people join it.
Our next segment is called In-Game Chat, where we talk about your comments and select a comment of the week.
We've got Mr. Potato 876. He was talking about our Notification Squad video. He said, I am waiting for people who will say that Paladins is a copy of Overwatch. The TARDIS responded, I say neither is a copy of the other.
And the reason why we picked this one is because so many people, it was just such a great conversation where people came in and they said, no, Overwatch, no, Paladins, no, Team Fortress 2. But we picked this one up because we kind of landed on that neither is a copy of each other, or they both copy each other. And it's kind of hard to just pinpoint inspiration or where you got the inspiration for a game. Next comment comes from Bumblebee. Browsing YouTube at 4 a.m., see a video comparing Paladins and Overwatch, expecting some crappy Blizzard fanboy thing, but I was pleasantly surprised. Gonna join the squad. Thank you, Bumblebee.
Yeah, Bumblebee, that was a great comment. I'm glad you joined the squad. And again, not to reiterate what we already talked about, but like, this is a great conversation, clones versus similar games. Also, if you haven't seen it, we launched on Saturday, Overwatch versus Paladins video. It has a really good discussion going on, and it was a really, really great analysis from Kyle Stover, who's one of our awesome contributors on everything Overwatch.
Troy Mayer comes in, please like this comment. I am desperate. And then you responded, no need to be desperate, buddy. We're all fam here. And said, thanks, man. Keep up the good work.
I like when people do stuff like that. Because it's like, notice me. And we're trying to really build a community here. And so every time somebody's like trying to notice me, I'm always trying to reply because we read everything, right?
We read everything.
Some comments require us to go back and think about an answer. But things like that where you just want somebody to notice you, like we're reading everything, we're going through everything. This is a community. So we're always trying to respond. And that's an easy one to respond to. You've been noticed.
Rose Darkling, so glad to see this. Such a good game. Really hyped there will be a TV series for the game and didn't know 6 could whistle in the game. Keep up the fun. I learned things. God bless yours and you all.
That was a great comment, and that was from our Little Nightmares 107 video, 107 Facts video. And you know, we hope that you guys learn stuff, right? Like that, you know, we spend a lot of time, a lot of energy into making these 107s and the fact checking everything. Sometimes, most of the time, we get it right. About 1% of the time, we don't always strike 100, but we really strive to empower you guys with information. I'm glad that that was well received.
I will say that a lot of you actually in the comments were like, I didn't know 6 could whistle. So I think that was a really interesting fact. Out of all of them, that was the only fact that I need to know.
That was the only fact, right.
And to end in-game chat, we always pick a comment of the week.
All right, now comment of the week comes from Brandon X22. And Brandon says, I'm really liking this series, and just in general, I love this channel and all the Frederator channels. There's just so much good content.
We don't always pick such lovely comments, but we just had to. So thank you so much for the kind words.
We love the compliments, you know. We work really hard for you guys. and it's always nice when that's appreciated. All right, and so our next segment is Fam Roundup, and this is a segment where we shout out the notification squad and give out prizes. So who do we have up first?
Kubiak Kirsten, early to the party, cheers, possible notification squad.
All right, so and we also have Michael Solis. I just joined the squad. I love this channel, and some damn good content comes out on the daily. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Michael.
Daniel Crowder, I totally love your guys' intro screen where it has your guys' logo inside of the Nintendo Switch, which looks really cool. Legally, it's not really a Nintendo Switch, but
not a Switch.
We still appreciate your comment.
It might look like one, but it's not a Switch. And that was actually designed by Alex Batchelor, who's our graphic designer here. So big ups for Alex. She did all the branding for the channel. So, you know, we always try to shout out people who work hard.
Genocidal Shadink, early squad, where you at, though? Bilal Benahalima, notification squad, notice me, and where are you at?
We're in New York City, just in case you're wondering.
Landon Andrews, notification squad, where are you at? And now, our favorite part of Fan Roundup is
yes. This is the one we've been waiting for.
It's the place where we give out prizes with our next sub-segment, how well do you know that game? Last week, we showed you this image, and when you slowly pan out, you notice that this was actually a zoomed-in screenshot of Twisted Metal 2.
Some people said Twisted Metal 1. We had Robin Alderwood, who won last week's game.
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah. He said Doom, and that wasn't quite even in the same universe.
But the winner is General Keith 15. I think that game is Twisted Metal 2. You are correct. DM us your info on Twitter at the Leaderboard.net, and you have won yourself a Best Buy gift card. So for this week, how well do you know a game? For the chance to win a prize, identify this image. And if you're the first one to figure it out, leave a comment, and you may just win a Best Buy gift card.
All right, guys, make sure you check the description for the link to the giveaway rules because there are a couple of conditions that do apply.
So that's pretty much Notification Squad. Join us weekly where we talk and discuss games.
Make sure if you want to be a part of the Notification Squad, you click not only the subscribe button, but then you need to click the bell right next to it so you're updated on whenever we upload. And Nikki, when do we upload?
5 times a week.
And we upload on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday.
So keep it here to the Leaderboard where we help you game smarter. Last week, we showed you this image. And if you slowly pan out, Jesse sneezes. We don't upload on Monday or Wednesday.
Yeah, I should say. And we upload on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And we upload on Tuesday. Oh, you're laughing.
You got the giggles. I'm not laughing. I'm not looking.